On today's episode of Unbinged, we're breaking out everything from A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, episode 3. We got a huge reveal, we got a huge man throwing punches, and a huge egg sandwich that looked really, really good. All that and more on an episode of Unbinged, starting now. Welcome into Unbinged, the podcast where we break down the shows, movies, and news you love to binge. I'm Alfredo Brown. I got Jagger, Sam, Holt, and Matt Kopfhamer with me. Guys, we're going to jump into everything from this episode of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, but first, let's get the spoiler warning.
This is your one and only spoiler warning for Night of the Seven Kingdoms and pretty much anything Game of Thrones related.
We got the big-ass reveal, and I gotta say, like, the clues were always there. We knew, obviously, because we've read the books, but this is a big, big reveal for people watching the show who don't have the... Jack, I love that. Oh my god, he does look like Mini-Me.
He does look like...
Sorry, for the people that are only listening, Jag just threw up the pinky to the
Mini-Me pinky.
So Egg is Aegon Targaryen, the missing son of Maekar Targaryen. And we've got now, it's also just kind of like annoying. If you've been anywhere on social media, you've probably already seen the spoilers too of all of the Targaryen brothers. Every time I'm opening up Instagram, I'm seeing we got Daeron, Aerion, Aemon, and Aegon. All the 4 brothers here. This was a big reveal, and it happened in a big moment. And Sam, you may have gotten the vapors watching our boy Dunk go out and just like take on 4 dudes and punch Aerion in the mouth. How did you enjoy that scene?
It was fantastic. It was everything that I wanted and more. No, I mean, watching Dunk go and be heroic, knowing and reading the books, and I love that you say we read the books, Alfredo, because I know that you didn't. But I mean, I think that
I listened to the books. Don't audiobook shame me.
all the shame. No, it was good because I think that the buildup in this show is done really well from the source material where you don't have to have read the books, but you get a lot of buildup on the character. So I really enjoy that. The last couple episodes have been Dunk kind of finding himself. And then when something bad is happening, he just runs and throws himself right in because that is who he truly is. He's going to go to the aid of others. And for myself, the damsel in distress moment of him going on and taking on, it was like 5 guys, let's be honest. It was more than 4. So that was also fantastic to see how strong he is. I think that was really big
Dunk.
too. But I enjoyed it. So yes, thank you. It was what I needed.
Question, guys. Is it weird that black hairs are growing out?
Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. No, but it's weird that you're telling me.
It's weird that you're telling me that. There's so much about this episode that was just perfect. Oh my god.
Wouldn't they be blonde hairs? Like highly like platinum blonde
Well, his
hairs?
uncle has dark hair.
I know a lot of white people are weird. Your guys' hair is different.
You know what? You're not
colors all
wrong.
the time.
White people are weird.
Like, I see people with dark hair and red beards. And shit.
Blonde
I'm
hair
like,
and
that's
red
fine.
beards.
Yeah, mine used to be red. Now it's just going gray. And it's sad as shit. It really just hurts my feelings. That's why I don't let it grow out.
That's why you don't look in the mirror anymore.
Okay, Sam. Cough.
Silly. Yeah.
This moment, it was a momentous occasion. How did it play out for you based on like a guy who loves the lore, has been deep into the books and everything with Game of Thrones?
Just like the rest of the show, I'm very, very happy with how this all played out. Seeing it finally come like to life on screen has been amazing, and the attention to detail, just like everything in this show just feels like it was made by people who really love this story, and you can see it translated on screen as a fan. So I am very, very happy with how they're doing this. One of the things that I was really surprised with, but I really love now, is how big the puppets were. Because in the books, they're almost described as like hand puppets. So seeing them kind of bigger than life kind of adds to this moment, like you said, this momentous moment where Dunk, he throws away all convention, he throws away all like social graces, if you will, and just does the honorable thing by saving Tanzel from someone abusing her. And we're going to see the aftermath of this, but you can see how Aerion is quote-unquote correct because she was kind of doing something treasonous by attacking a dragon, and that is the house symbol for the Targaryens. So you can kind of see where Aerion is on the right, but he did it in the completely wrong way. And so seeing Dunk step in and be the more honorable person, even though he's a hedge knight versus a prince, is pretty incredible.
Cough. You're the feds right now.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately,
You're being the feds right now.
I'm not.
Aerion was kind of right.
So if you look
know?
at it from like the actual letter of the law,
Legally, he's well within his rights.
Unfortunately, he was in the legal right, which is gross. But yeah, no, seeing Dunk do the right thing and save Tanzel was awesome. And then it was crazy seeing that they were about to curb stomp him, like literally.
Dude.
Yeah.
That was a American
I
History
can't with
X
curb
moment.
stomping. Ever since American History X, I can't.
American History
No.
X. Yeah,
Ugh.
dude. And hearing the sound,
The
every
teeth?
I
No,
could
I
hear
know.
it every time I even think
As
of
soon
it.
as they put his head down,
Yeah.
I could hear it, and I was like, nope.
Guys,
yeah, it's like
I have something I have to admit to you.
Never seen American History X.
you've never
Dog.
seen American
Never
History
seen
X.
American History X.
I'm not
And
gonna
when
lie,
I
dog,
heard
it's
about
actually
when I heard
okay.
about that scene, I'm just like,
It's a tough watch.
nah, it's not.
Yeah,
for me.
and then you're like, I don't need to watch it. There's
It's
a
not
lot
for
in
me.
that movie that you don't need to see, but it's,
Like
I feel like it's a rite of
naked
passage.
Edward Norton.
As a black dude, that's a one-time thing. That's like up there with Requiem for a Dream. I saw it. It was inherently a good movie. I will never watch that fucking
It's a
movie.
rough
Yeah, no. I'm never watching it again, but
yeah. Okay.
there's so much in that movie.
So this was a big scene though, because it's not only that we get the reveal, there's like a lot of things that are happening all at the same time. We get this great moment for Dunk where I think it really just shows who he is. And I think like little by little, just kind of how we've had the pieces and the breadcrumbs of who Aegon is, right? We've been getting this almost like what we would call it in like a superhero film is like the power set for Dunk. Is like we can see in Tug of War he's very strong. He's willing to do anything for his fellow man. And then in this we see that he's willing to do the right and noble thing, even if it could cost him his life, his teeth, whatever we want to say. And then we actually see like homie can fight. He does not care. Like he was throwing down punches with Aerion. He was taking on 4 guards at the same time. Like this is kind of the thing that just like lets us know that he might be able to hold his own in the tournament.
Yeah. I feel like he was holding back a little bit too with those 4. He was like, I think he came to. He's like, "Fuck! I just punched the prince.
Yeah.
All right, y'all can restrain me." Like if he really wanted to scrap, I felt like he
Absolutely. I mean, if you've seen any of the rugby clips from this actor, you know he totally could.
Sam's been doing the research. Sam's been on YouTube watching the highlights. Just Bombs Productions of Dunk.
So for the fans of the show who haven't read the book, a little bit of background for Duncan is that he grew up in Flea's Bottom of King's Landing. So imagine like an orphan kid growing up in like the slums of a major city. He had to learn how to survive by not only utilizing his size and strength, but like kind of being brutal. So we are starting to see a little bit more of that. Like he may not have been trained by these, house knights and like big named people that have like, skill of the lance and the sword, like, but he can scrap, he can throw down, and he's huge. So that's 2 big things in his advantage.
Really quick, what's the name of the guy that one of the cousins that Dunk was talking to before he goes into the
Raymond Fossaway.
Fossaway. Wow, cough.
Because
Wow,
it's
cough.
Big faux
Slippin'.
pas for
Raymond
you.
and Stefan Fossaway. There you go. Stefan is the knight.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not mad. We're just disappointed. Do better next time. You're our guy for this. I wonder how much of this too is like Dunk gets pushed a little bit into that direction because he's having that conversation with Fossaway about like what the Targaryens are, who Aerion is, because just moments ago he's like, no way could a knight ever do something so dishonorable, and let alone royalty. So it's just like, come on, someone of noble birth. And then all of a sudden he's hearing that. And the exact line is, they're incestuous aliens. The only honorable thing, this was great, the only honorable thing a Targaryen can do for this realm is to finish on his wife's tits. What a,
Heard that?
just
heard
bars.
that from my cousin.
freaking Raymond Fossaway is one of those dudes where like you're drinking with him and everything's fine and you trigger him with the wrong thing, then he starts spitting off his right-wing podcast towards you. You're like, whoa, buddy, I didn't mean to.
He's like,
I didn't mean to talk treason.
he's totally Aaron Rodgers.
Oh no!
It's just,
Ayahuasca in the tent.
he's like totally.
Like I was not trying to bring up anti-Semitism, but
While we're
let's
here.
get it out now, I guess.
Oh, we're here.
He's like totally normal till you bring up vaccines, and then he's like just quoting Joe Rogan nonstop.
This is why I say like all the other characters around, even the small bit ones, are hilarious. Because I fucking love the plumber, man. Just the way he treats Doug as like a complete fucking idiot the whole time. It's just like, I haven't any money, sir. And he's like,
Shocking.
Gasp!
Shock.
As shocking as that
No
may
way.
be.
The one thing I had a question about is like, if you intend for Dunk to win, why even rope him into the thing? Like, just let him win. If your guy's gonna take a fall, you don't need the guy to win that knows he's gonna win. Like, why involve him at all?
I think he's Michael Scott, and I think of Jim Halpert, how he treats Michael Scott. He's like, I didn't tell you because I thought if I told you, you'd fuck
Yeah.
it up because you're so
Yeah.
dumb. And like, I think you're damned if you do, damned if you don't with Dunk. If you tell him, he's gonna react weird. If you don't tell him, he's too dumb or at least smart enough to where he might meddle, and he's not smart enough to where he knows not to meddle. Does that make
makes
sense?
perfect
He doesn't
Like,
know to
right
not
on that
win.
line.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I actually wonder if it's like a little bit of, he's like, well, this guy kind of knows he shouldn't be here. And like, what if he just takes off, right? Like, I want to let him know, like, hey, bro, you're going to win. You're on to the Sweet 16. Just kind of, just stick around.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Which,
Sort of deal.
unfortunately, the wrong move for him because Dunk is too honorable to take a free win.
I would do it, dude. Fuck
You know,
yeah, I
money's
would.
money.
But,
Got to pay the bills.
yeah, dog.
Get your horse back, man.
I am not that honorable. Yeah, straight up with these. If I'm Dunk, and these people can't even remember my old master, fuck these people. I will do some dishonorable shit in a heartbeat. But maybe I'm not a good person. So
Well, I'm not going to comment on you, but I'm going to say, like, this is just another moment where it shows who Dunk really is, where he's just like, I didn't earn it. I don't want to take a win that I didn't earn. And even this guy has to kind of say, like, didn't you though? Like, for the way you've come up in the world, like, didn't you? And even he will look back and say, like, no, I didn't. I need to win the right way. Like, it continues to, there's almost like a Steve Rogers effect to him where he's just
Yeah.
like so good
Yes.
and so naive to all the bad things that it's like he's almost a man out of time because he's in this world that he really knows nothing about. Like, just the silliest of things. He can't even talk to a woman. Like, he sees Tansel and he's like, do you like goose eggs? And he just turns into fucking Forrest Gump.
would you like an egg in this trying time?
That was so sweet. Oh my god.
Guys, we're going to talk more about this, but before we do, just please, if you've enjoyed this video for just a second, you had a laugh with us, take a minute to like this video, comment down below with your thoughts on the episode, and make sure you're subscribed to Unbinged. We got here on YouTube, but also on Apple and Spotify. If you're listening there, take a minute to leave a 5-star review. Your reviews have been helping us so much, continue to grow, get bigger, do more things. We can give you guys more shows, and we can do just so much, and it's a big help for us as an independent podcast. And to let you guys know what we have coming up, all right, every Sunday we are going to be having A Night of the Seven Kingdoms come out. Tuesday, our biggest headlines in entertainment, we're going to be talking Wonder Man this upcoming week because that was a big surprise by Marvel. Wednesday, we're going to have the finale of Fallout Season 2, and then every Thursday, we've got The Pit right after the episode airs on HBO Max. So please make sure you are subscribed to Unbinged and join us every single week for that. Guys, I want to talk a little bit more about Aerion Brightflame here, because this, like, we kind of see who he is here in this tournament, but I think it's less about like even the lance going through the horse, which was just an insane move, but it's the way he talks to people. Come out, little knight, you know, it's time to play. And then it was very like Warriors-esque, like just clanking the bottles together. And then to me, the biggest tell is Egg cheering on, saying, kill him, like wanting his brother to get murdered here.
Yeah. The dead giveaway with Dunk's face was like, are you cheering? You don't normally cheer for death. This doesn't sound right. I mean, if it wasn't heavy-handed enough that he was who he was in last episode, it was dead giveaway there as soon as he said, kill him. And he was just like, oh, I got aggressive. It's like when you're watching a game and then someone from the couch just says something very terrible about one of the players. You're like, oh, he just missed a tackle. It's not the worst thing in the world, but yeah.
Yeah. We were talking about dads watching sports. That was
Oh,
Ed.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's just like, he's like, take his fucking heart. You're like, Jesus Christ.
You're like,
Yeah, it's the second quarter.
yeah.
It's
There's a lot of game
6-3.
left.
you gotta imagine.
He just becomes Will Ferrell and kicking and screaming. He's like, all right, on 3, break someone's clavicle. 1, 2, 3, break someone's clavicle.
You gotta imagine for Egg growing up as the youngest son with, an older brother like Aerion, probably not the warmest of households. And you got Maekar who's moping around because his wife died, which sad, but he's probably not paying attention to his kids. So who knows what kind of bullshit or like torment that Aerion did to Aegon. Especially like, I'm an older brother. I love my younger brother, but I still put him through some shit. And I was the good version of a big brother. So you can only imagine what a cocky asshole like Aerion would.
Cough label
I
himself.
was.
I'm a good big brother.
I'm the good
I
guy.
am the good guy.
I'm the little brother, so like I fit every archetype of little brothers in TV ever. I am Roman Roy. I am Tyrion. I just talk
Nice.
shit. I'm very debaucherous. I know I'm entitled to nothing, so I act extra entitled to everybody.
What are you, Alfredo?
Only child.
Oh, well, explains a lot.
Only child. I had single mom growing up. What the fuck does that mean?
She's like, I could have clocked that.
I'm the older sister. Can you tell?
All right, fuck you guys. I'm logging off.
Take my ball, going home.
Finish the show on your own. That's the benefit of being an only child. I just go home. I don't want to deal with someone. I don't.
Oh my god.
Man, like we got so much with him, and I'm very curious to see like what the fallout is going to be. I mean, we kind of know already because of the books, but I'm very curious to see how that's going to play out. Because even when Aerion sees Egg, I didn't write down the actual line, but it was just like, did he call him like a little wretch?
Yeah.
What was it that he?
Yeah, he called him a
Oh,
wretch.
yeah.
Because he's basically like, why are you interfering? Like, get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that and his dad had to leave to go and find him. Like, what my dickhead brothers.
That's going to be more Daron's fault.
And
bro.
you look at Egg, man.
That's the older brother's fault for losing.
That's
Egg.
true.
Mm-hmm.
Which brings me to my point of like, I think Aegon's the only kingly brother out of all what we consider kingly. Like Daron is kind of an
He's a
unintentional
drunken sot.
crash out. He probably needs to be. Yeah, like Aerion, we already know known piece of shit.
Known.
Aemon, Aemon, probably kingly, but probably a little too bookish to like lead men. We know in Game of Thrones they don't like niggas who read. Like they make that clear.
Jag, can you give the disclaimer quick before we get a 1-star review?
Oh, I am black.
There we go.
folks.
Thank you.
So
Thank
I'm going to start using
It's
it
okay.
in our spoiler warning.
Every time.
I'm going to start saying it in the spoiler warning. It's like, by the way, Jagger's
We're about to spoil everything from A
Ja-
Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Also, Jag's black.
Jag will use the N word. Yeah, we really got to lengthen that shit out, dog.
What we'll do is we'll set a line at the beginning of the episode at 1.5, and we'll let people just like vote in the comments, see what happens, just as they're going.
It's gonna be so popular. It's gonna go on DraftKings.
Oh, God.
No. What's that
We're not
new one that
selling
people
out.
are betting elections
Is it
on?
Kalshi?
Like, yeah, Kalshi, hit us up,
What's up?
dog. I'm shameless,
We could use
obviously.
a sponsorship. Sure, why not?
Good. Use a plug.
Guys, Jag, you mentioned Egg being the most kingly of the bunch, and obviously we get that reveal here, or that gets brought up by the future seer, where Dunk just thinks it's hilarious. Like this whole idea of I'm gonna be richer than a Lannister, and this kid's gonna be king and die by fire. And he's almost just like, great joke. Great joke, lady. Here you go. Here's some coins. That lady's a performer. Let me tell you.
Here's a copper
Yeah.
for the laugh.
Excellent gist.
Kopf, this is where I'm gonna let you cook. You get 30
Yay.
seconds. Talk to us about Egg, his future as king, and everything that this future seer was talking about.
I'll tell you.
Should we heavy spoil? They want to make 15 seasons of this shit.
Fuck
Like,
it,
kind
why
of
not?
like.
Because
It's all in the lore. I wanted to come on the show today because I wanted to hear this part. I needed to hear this. so
Listen,
I'm
at
ready.
this point, like it's nothing that Instagram has not spoiled and social media has not spoiled already. Like the lore is just out there, and
Fair. You ain't spoiling it for me. I don't give a shit. I'm ready to hear
the book
cough
is
cook,
right
so let's
there.
go.
Ready?
Anyway.
Wait, no, he doesn't know the timer's
shit.
going.
So anyway,
Go, Kopf.
Aegon, even though
Whoa.
start over. Okay.
We'll reset
He
it, we'll
needs
reset.
a fresh clock.
Ready?
So
Go.
Aegon becomes king because of circumstances, even though he's the fourth son of a fourth son. When he becomes king,
Aegon the
thank you,
Unlikely.
Aegon the Fifth, the Unlikely. He promotes Duncan to Lord Commander. Eventually, in his kingdom, during his reign, he gets obsessed with bringing dragons back, and so he tries to do this ritual at their summer palace called Summerhall during the birth of his great grandson Rhaegar, and it ends up killing like half of his family by accident. It's called the Tragedy of Summerhall.
Well done. Well,
No, that's
well
pretty
done.
good. You didn't even go into
know.
the deep detail because I was going to be like they straight up pushed my boy Aegon to that point because he's trying to be part of the people, and we got fucking Lannisters and some bullshit that's just like, oh, we shouldn't give the small folk rights.
Koff's just like, technically, they're not wrong.
I mean, no, I'm just kidding. Fuck the rules.
Technically, they're following the law.
Wait, I have a question,
Yeah.
Kopf. When we keep you on a timer, and because you've gotten more and more concise every time we keep you on a timer,
It's incredible.
it's fantastic. My question is, because we keep you bottled up, does that mean at work if someone makes any slight
yeah.
Game of Thrones reference, you just like
20 minutes.
let it
20
go?
minutes minimum. Just the word bomber.
And the person's just like,
You put the quarter in that jukebox, that
Koff's
song's
like,
gonna fucking
this
play.
drink's on me, baby.
he's like pouring the beer and it's like going all over the bar, and the person's just like looking at the drink and looking at him like, what did I do? You look like you like Game of Thrones. Let me tell you.
Let me tell you all about Master Aemon.
all the time. Oh boy.
Okay. Koff, well done.
Thanks.
Good job cooking there. Good job cooking. Another thing that I wanted to talk about from this episode is, I know we touched on this briefly with Dunk being set up to win here, right? And I'm sure we're going to deal with that at some point. Sir Andro, wow, what a name. Sir Andro, Lord Ashford's youngest. Koff, I think I'm going to let you cook here again a little bit. Can we get some sort of background as to who this is and why he might be wanting to take the fall?
He's a brother of the girl whose birthday they're celebrating. Like, he's one of 3 or 4 brothers, so he automatically gets chosen as like a champion to defend her honor. And like they were saying in the
He just doesn't want to be there.
no,
He's like, I'm just here so I don't get fined.
potentially, but it could just be one of those things where it's like, hey, do you want to keep fighting, or do you want to take a fall early tomorrow, get a payout, and then you just drink and party the rest of the
Get that
weekend?
guap.
Or you can continue to get your ass, kicked on a horseback. So, I mean, to me, it seems very much like it's just his opportunity to lose with honor, get a little payout, and then be able to continue to party the rest of the weekend without having to worry about it.
Yeah, he met Marcellus Wallace in a tent, and he's just like, in the 5th, your ass goes down. You may find yourself wanting to win. That's just pride talking.
Who's Zed,
Fuck
baby?
pride.
Zed's dead.
Well, I'm glad. One, I like that we got that covered here. But I'm gonna say this: I'm glad that Tansel finished Dunk's shield before getting her fingers all messed up. Was it just the broken finger? It looked like a broken finger and like a stab through the
It
hand.
looked like he was gonna take a finger with his dagger. He broke it first. It looked like a compound break, and then he was gonna, I think, take one of her fingers with his dagger off. So
I don't. Why would you even want to do that?
To cause
I
pain.
just-
sadism.
I guess I'm just so far removed. It's
why
like,
would
that
you
is-
want to
that
hurt
makes no
people?
sense
That's a
to me.
sweet thought, Jag. Because
Well,
some
no,
people are
he's-
terrible.
He's doing it in a more like torturous way.
Yeah,
because like she
exactly.
makes her
That's
living
off
off
her
of her
hands,
hands.
exactly.
So now if he like can mess up the hands, like he actually reduces her to what he calls her, which is you're just a
Yeah, he
whore,
cripples
right? Like
her.
in his head, it's like, oh, that's all she can provide to people now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, what pleasure would you get out of that? Just like killing the
Why-
vibe. I'm
yeah,
gonna stop there.
yeah. Why do people do lots of things they do, Jagger? Because they're bad people.
Yep.
Like we said from Bridgerton, Sam, you can just be nice
Hey,
to
good.
women, and
Hey,
they'll probably
don't bring
have
that
sex
shit
with
in
you.
here. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Y'all are just
I made
jealous.
it
You had FOMO. Don't act like you weren't.
Cough's like,
Fucking
Shout
no.
out pass.
this is my time.
Don't encroach on my
in
dragon
here.
time.
This is my dragon time. Even if my dragons are only puppets, I want to talk about my dragons.
Right.
You've talked about the puppets for 2 episodes back to back. I
They're
love
so
the puppets.
good. They look so good. When she stabbed it and then baked
Okay.
it, that was cool. I was like egg at that moment. I was like,
Do you think that Koff would totally watch a Sesame Street version of like Game of Thrones lore, just
I
like
would.
that with puppets and like
To be honest, I would be in
Confetti.
oh my god,
fun.
that would be incredible. A Muppets version of Game of Thrones? Yes, sign me up. Let's go.
I mean, a little bit less incesty.
Only
but-
Aegon is a
Dunk.
live human.
Only
or
Dunk.
Comically
Yes.
large Dunk with
comically
like,
large.
Oh, hell yeah.
That'd be really cute.
Okay, so this episode starts, and I'm glad we're going like kind of backwards here because it starts where I was very intrigued by what the heck was going on because Dunk was really seeming like an asshole. He was getting really angry, having like these sort of outbursts with Egg, and he catches himself, and a lot of it he ends up just realizing and revealing it's just that he's nervous. It's just that he is horribly nervous, and you can tell like they are just on totally different wavelengths where Egg is sitting in a tree singing songs about the Targaryens, just relaxing, and Dunk's like, so why have I been vomiting all morning?
It's a mystery.
Actually, I don't know.
I don't know.
Dog. It's been
It sounds like a you problem. Oh, so sweet. But I think Egg's understanding of the trials is also why it's so important that Dunk kind of listens and leans on him too, because he just doesn't know what he's getting himself into. And Egg's right there with all of the information that he needs. He's out there training the horse to get ready for what he's about to do. He's training himself, Egg is, so that he can be able to get the lance to Dunk in a timely manner. And then, Dunk is, of course, in his head and panicked about it, and then says, the only thing you're going to eat is salted meat or whatever. And then he sees how
Salt
hard
beef.
he's working. Yeah, salt beef. And then he goes to the market and gets the egg so that they can have nice sandwich time together, which I think it just really is all about his character. How much did you guys want that sandwich? I know how much guys like
It
sandwiches.
looked awesome.
Dude, the sandwich is the most underrated thing.
Egg
Like, we eat
sandwich?
them all the
Come
time.
on.
It's still underrated, man. We don't give sandwiches enough.
On the
fucking
seventh day,
respect.
God invented the egg sandwich and the breakfast burrito.
I had a steak and egg sandwich yesterday. It was fire. Had chimichurri sauce on it. Oh,
I bet that
so
fucks,
good.
dude. Oh, I need to eat some
I will
steak.
say this, and this upset me now that I live with children, is that sandwich was way too big for Egg. He's not going to finish that shit, but then he's going to want dessert,
Dunk-
and that shit's going to piss me
You know
off.
Dunk's gonna eat the rest of that sandwich.
He's going to eat half that sandwich and be like,
Dunk's gonna
are
eat the
there
other half."
popsicles?
It's like, I'm full. And then like 5 minutes later, it's like, I want
Yes.
ice cream.
God. Yes. All I was thinking is half that sandwich is going in the river.
Wow, this really triggered you.
It really did.
Alfredo's a different kind of me. I'm the I don't believe in leftovers. Foster care broke that shit out of me. Like I have like real poverty
Oh,
tendencies.
dude, I eat everything.
They're like, you don't. Yeah, you don't have to finish, and I'm like about to puke. I'm like, yes, I do. I don't know where my next meal's coming from, but like normal.
It's so true.
But are you doing the Michael Rappaport like shovel in your face move?
Don't you ever compare him.
You know I am. You've watched me eat pre-show. You've seen me do
God.
this.
Yeah, we have seen you eat.
Right.
Jagger, the Michael Rappaport of
Shovel.
Unbinged.
This is one of the one recordings I'm not shoveling eggs and steak in my mouth prior to recording. It's like, where's Jagger? 6 minutes late, and I'm just like, oh, I'm ready.
Just be careful with your hot sauce.
Oh man.
Oh,
Shout out to the beauty.
good callback. Don't get on your potatoes. On your stones. Koff, this was a cool moment at the beginning where we see Egg just take it upon himself to go and start training. He grabs a horse and gets out there and just like, yes, he's got a little bit of that. A little bit of that privilege, right? Where he's like, well, it's not stealing if you mean to put it back. And he's got, like, you can see like there are things
So
he
cute.
knows that just like he melds perfectly with Dunk. I think more than ever now they really hit that Mandalorian and Grogu dynamic where it's sort of
They
like
balance each other.
Egg has the Force, which is nobility, right? Like it's just the power that Dunk cannot achieve unless you believe certain other things in Star Wars. But we get this moment here where Egg meets Sir Robin Risley. Am I getting that correctly?
Yeah.
The guy with the
that
one eye?
sounds right.
Yeah. What's our story there with him? Because Egg just like he seems to be a well-known guy. Like this is like the little kid meeting Refrigerator Perry in the Pepsi commercial.
I mean, if he's mentioned in the books, I don't remember him, to be honest. We get a little bit of a backstory in this where...
Dude, you're off your
No,
game
what are
today.
you talking about?
Wow.
I'm
Jagger, you're
Did
muted.
you have a cup of coffee
I
yet?
did. No, this is one of those. Okay, the Game of Thrones universe has like 10,000 characters. So you want me to randomly pick one character that probably has like 2 words in the book? Other than him having one eye, I have no
You're
idea.
the only one with the glasses.
I
like,
know. I know.
Yeah, you've got glasses. You got the
got
beard.
the books
Am I
behind
heavily
you.
stereotyping you? Yes,
He is-
I am. I guarantee you, I could find a bearded white dude with a fucking train hat
With a
right
train
now who could have
hat.
answered that question.
Cough. At what point will you start wearing train hats?
do you
Never.
have trains
What are you
now?
Do you have one with you?
No, I don't like.
Why have you
that.
actually?
That's the right answer. That's the right, because I would make fun of you, Cough. You
You
know I
should.
would. I'd be like, I would bully that hat right off
Absolutely
your
you
head.
should.
dog.
It's a
Once you start wearing
terrible idea.
fedoras and shit around me, I'm like, buddy, you got to.
I was like, I don't want to play anymore.
I love you. I love you. You can wear a fedora. I will talk shit about it when you're not around.
No fedoras.
You
no
can wear
top
anything
hats,
on this
no
and
train
people will make
hats.
fun of you. That's what we've learned.
Nope. Yeah.
Okay, guys. Sam's upset because she wore
wore
a
a
tracksuit,
tracksuit.
and I asked her what the price of gold was.
Sam looking like the 4th member of Run DMC, and then she gets mad at us.
It's Saturday. Let me wear what I want to wear on a Saturday.
She's about to finish every sentence with "How's that?" It's just like,
Forget about it.
Okay. All right. I think we've hit everything from this episode, guys. Is there?
this was a shorty,
Yeah.
but like impactful.
Such a good show.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm loving every second of this. Like I'm watching every episode twice, but I'm gonna watch it end up a 3rd time with my wife, who's also enjoying it. And oh no, there's an alert. Are we okay,
Sorry.
Sam?
There's a
Gangster
there's a
alert.
missing child.
Oh,
Again,
Not again.
Cindy, another little white girl fell down a well.
That's do not disturb. How?
I think that's the buzzer for us to end the episode. That's the 4th quarter. The clock's at 000 right now. We're done. Everybody, thank you so much for watching and listening all the way through. We're gonna be back again next Sunday with episode 4 of A Night of the 7 Kingdoms. For myself, for Jag, for Koff, for Sam. We'll see you next time. Adios.